Hey everyone, I'm Lauren. I'm here with Brittany. We're two of Festival's dietitians. Today we're joining you from our very new support office kitchen in De Pere. This is our De Pere support office and our brand new kitchen, and we're really excited to be here today to talk about the new Nutrition Facts Panel. So the FDA just released the plans for the new Nutrition Facts Panel with some pretty good updates, and it's been a while since they've updated it.
Long overdue, absolutely. So it's been almost 20 years since they've updated the Nutrition Facts Panel. So
Crazy.
Yeah, so today we're just gonna kind of go over the new changes, what they are. So if you have any questions as we go along, just feel free to comment or just reach out to us.
Yes, you can always go to AskFestivalDietitians.com to submit a question, but if you have questions throughout our conversation today, please let us know. We're here to help define some of these new changes.
Absolutely. So like I said, it's been 20 years, so of course this rollout's going to take a little bit of time. So all these changes aren't really going to go into effect officially until July 26th of 2018, and maybe even a year after that for smaller food companies. So we have some time to get used to it, so it's good that we're introducing it early. One of the most prominent things we're going to notice about the new panel is the serving sizes are changing. So serving sizes have changed a lot in the 20 years.
Yes.
People are eating more or less of certain foods. So depending on what people are typically eating, that's how the serving sizes are being updated to reflect what people actually eat instead of what's recommended.
And I know one for me especially is the ice cream thing. A half a cup of ice cream. We know as dietitians, nobody, including us, eats a half a cup of ice cream the size of like a tennis ball.
Right.
Much.
Right.
So they are updating that now to 2/3 cup.
Right. And that also brings up another point. So packaging sizes like a pint of ice cream, where you could either eat 1 pint in a sitting or 2/3 cup in a sitting. It'll have 2 columns showing the nutrition facts for a pint and nutrition facts for 1 or 2/3 cup.
Which is a lot more accurate. A lot of times we find that people look at the nutrition facts and they think that the serving size is reflecting what they're eating, and it's not.
Right. Exactly. So another big change we're noticing too is the addition of added sugars to the Nutrition Facts Panel. So that's something that wasn't there before. Added sugars are supposed to be less than 10% of our daily calories. So having that on the label helps us keep better track of that and make sure that we're not filling up all our calories with added sugar and that we're leaving room for things like fiber and healthy carbohydrates.
Well, what's the difference between sugar and added sugar?
Okay, so there's naturally occurring sugar in foods like fruits and dairy. Lactose is the natural sugar in dairy. But then there's things like foods that have added sugar, so like desserts or candy. They have sugar added to it. They're not naturally occurring.
So with that, we oftentimes find that people are really hesitant with sugar on yogurt labels.
Right.
Looking at yogurt, there's a lot of sugar, but most of that sugar, because it's a dairy product, is
natural.
So now in this Nutrition Facts Panel, we'll be able to decipher if that yogurt has added sugar for flavoring or if that's just a naturally occurring sugar from lactose.
So are we telling people if the added sugar number is higher than just the sugar number, that's a bad thing?
Ideally, yes, you'd like a smaller added sugar number, definitely. But what this really helps with is breaking down the myth that all sugar is bad.
Yes.
It's not about getting rid of sugar, it's just minimizing those added sugars.
Right.
So, yeah. Another thing that you'll notice probably right off the bat is the calories are changing. So it's a lot bigger, bolder font, so it stands out right away. Now this change was made because of the growing epidemic of obesity in America. And as we all know, calories lead to weight gain. So just having that highlighted in big, bold letters really makes it stand out to the shoppers.
Yes, and the other thing that's reflected in the new dietary guidelines for 2015 that were just released is the vitamin D content. So vitamin D and potassium are now, well, potassium was on the label before, but vitamin D is now on the label.
Right.
But you will no longer see vitamin A and C.
Right. So it's less common nowadays for there to be deficiencies of vitamin A and C. So they said, let's get rid of that off the label. It's not relevant anymore. Meanwhile, vitamin D and potassium are 2 nutrients that a lot of people don't get enough of. So they thought, let's put that back on the label. And instead of having it listed as a % daily value, they're having it listed as grams of potassium, grams of vitamin D, so it's easier for people to track.
And that goes back to the fact that one size doesn't fit all. This is a Nutrition Facts Panel that's supposed to be guidance, but certainly everybody has different dietary requirements as far as calories go, or all of those other nutrients.
Absolutely.
Why is vitamin